So when we got ready to go over to Mississippi, I woke him up. I said, "We'll get ready to go over to Mississippi. You want to see?" So I woke him up and he's smiling, got his headphones on, mouth full of braces, and I took a picture of it. And it was funny. I had some good times, though.
He was 9 years old when he came to us.
Wow.
He was in the 3rd grade. So he, real close to me. He was more close to me than my husband, really. Because he was like my son, We go to church together. And I ask God every day, I ask God, reveal who did it.
The victim was 19-year-old Marcus James Johnson. Marcus was last seen by his stepmother, Patrice, on November 17th, 2022, but he was not reported missing to the Chesterfield County Police Department until November 27th that same year. Marcus was discovered December 21st, 2022, on Yacht Basin Drive in Colonial Heights. The City of Colonial Heights Police Department now has the lead in this investigation.
A person who was picking up trash in the wood line located a tarp. He looked underneath the tarp and found a body.
I just broke down. I was just shocked, I was really overwhelmed and, really distraught about that.
It looked like somebody had been cutting through here. There's a path. I hate to have to do something like this. It's a lot.
When Reopen the Case interviewed Marcus's dad, it was his first time at the location where Marcus's body had been found.
Somebody had to know what they were doing when they brought him out here. They had to know that it was a secluded area. Yeah.
If there was a crime scene in Chesterfield, it surely was cleaned up.
He was actually helping me, and my girlfriend came down to help out, raking leaves and stuff. And I told him I was gonna fix him something to eat. And he came back in the house and I told him that I had stuff in the oven. And he said, "I'll get it when I come back." But the last thing I remember, he was sitting out front on the side porch. And he was changing his shoes or doing something with his shoes. And that's the last time I saw him.
So I called him and I asked him, would he come over here and help me rake leaves? And he told me that he had something to do. And I heard some people in the background. And then he was complaining about his arm. He said, "Aunt Phyllis, I hurt my arm." So he acted like he didn't want to come, so I said, okay. So that was the last time I talked to him.
We located some Ring camera footage from a neighbor in his neighborhood. We were able to determine that he was last seen at his residence.
Marcus is dropped off by his friends. He goes and pulls some trash cans, and then he waves at them as they make a U-turn and then goes off to do his business in the yard. Part of that video, you see a white SUV. Marcus doesn't seem to acknowledge it. Detectives also analyzed Marcus's cell phone.
So there is movement, but I believe Huguenot Park is where it stops.
There's more surveillance video police obtained of a boxy type SUV like a Kia Soul or Flex driving down Yacht Basin Road.
We were very fortunate to get assistance from the Attorney General's office and the state police. They assisted in sending additional items down to a private lab for analysis.
I think it might have had something to do with the jewelry. I have a lot of jewelry that was missing from my house. I'm thinking that somebody might have tried to rob him or take all the jewelry. It's really devastating, to have to, bury your own son, it's really hard.
Marcus was placed in custody when he was an elementary school age child with his mom's brother and his wife, Phyllis. When he turned 18, he went to move in with his dad, Gary, and as you can imagine, the family, Gary, Phyllis, all of them are devastated by this.
I wish we had answers. Whew, give me that.
He got choked up at a question I think that any father with a heart would get choked up with, and that's when you ask a detective to put himself in the shoes of the father that lost his son, Marcus, Of course, you got choked up. I mean, I got choked up asking the question.
We're still looking into it. We haven't forgotten about Marcus, and we haven't forgotten about them. This case will be solved.
It's not something you want to think about. I mean, I've got a son that is right around the same age as Marcus is, and I don't know what I would do if something like that happened to my boy.
And I still speak of him like he's still here. You know, to me he is, you know, and it's all a dream, but unfortunately it's not.